Don't know if any of you have been following this saga with the location feature on X, but now you can see where certain accounts are based out of. And a lot of people got found out as being not from where they claim to be. Now, I want to preface all of this. It has been no secret since the beginning of my streaming that even though I've got this fancy posh British accent, I don't stream from the United Kingdom. I don't live in the UK. I live in America. I live in the United States. Hence why I stream during the daytime and in the evenings, long after a lot of UK streamers have gone to bed. This has been no secret. And if you go over to my X profile, x.com/Lord Rexworth, you will see account started in the United States, account based out of the United States. I've been here for years. Again, not a secret, has been known from the beginning. So anyone wanting to call that out, they can just sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up, because it's not a secret and it's not the own that they think it is. I have always disclosed that from the beginning. Not a secret, not a known. But for a lot of people, they were claiming to be in places that they weren't really. And they got found out. So, let's take a look at this from our dear lovely leaflet.
Oh, actually, let's look at this one first. Because I wanna watch something on the Elon. Oh my god!
It's exactly what you expect.
Elon decided to spill the beans on all of the anonymous accounts.
This is so huge, man.
Out...
So here we got a video on the whole thing. It's on the COD Daily. Elon reveals everything. Oh man.
Labels.
Two fantastic streamers right here, chat. All in one lovely package. Though if you like me, I guess you could say that there's three lovely streamers here in one package. But yeah, we've got myself, we've got Leaflet, and then we've got Carl Benjamin, aka Sargon of Akkad, also the host of the podcast Lotus Eaters. Fantastic podcast, by the way. Do give it a follow wherever you get your podcasts.
On their
My
user profiles to show the country that they are posting from. It shows the. In fact, let's have a look at one. Here's Prison Mitch.
Americans in 3 days. This motherfucker's not a US-based account.
He joined April, whatever it is. You see, the account is based in the United States, and it connects.
And you will see the same thing with my account, chat. Again, this is no secret. Account based in the United States, connected via the US App Store. Because I live here. It just makes sense.
It's App Store. And they're on different ones. There's different information as well. For some reason. Let's just have a look at the next one on this.
Use Algebra IND.
Yep.
Well, the handle is a clear indicator there. But we can now confirm account based in India, connected via the India Android app.
Account based in India. And man, that was...
I mean, there's another angle. You can also find out who's an Android user and who's an iPhone user as well. So that's also another interesting little insight.
That was a lot of them. It turns out that
Best
there are
X update ever.
around the world who realize that Elon's paying people to use Twitter now, and there are millions of very politically engaged people in the West, and we can post non-stop slop targeting one side or the other.
This is one of the best things Elon could have done.
This has happened not just on Twitter.
So like, there's actually, so first off though, I want to say it is, as much as we're all celebrating this, like, let's like kind of think about it for a bit. As much as we're all celebrating this, do we really want like a company to dox our location?
Well, that's a good question. As long as they don't take it farther than country, I'm all right with it. But it has exposed a lot of bad people. I think it's right here is where we need to draw the line. We start posting geolocation, exact, town and region and whatnot, yeah, I might have a problem with that. But yeah, country, no big deal.
You know, like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like out of nowhere, a company saying, "Oh yeah, by the way, we're gonna like say where you're from," right? And it's like without even like asking for your consent about it. Like that's kind of crazy. You know, Call of Duty says I'm okay with country of origin. Yeah, but again, like it's kind of a slippery slope that they did this, right? Like, you know, what's to prevent the next company from, you know, breaching your privacy even further than that? Like,
I think the bigger problem was scam artists. As we've seen a lot of people from India claiming to be something that they're not. Some people found out fairly early on because they just sort of gave away the game. One of the most notorious examples being Colonel Ataku Gatekeeper. I think he's based out of Germany, but kept on claiming that he was in Japan. They got to the point where even people like Random Yoko were calling him out and saying, "Bro, just stop. Just fucking stop. The jig is up and nobody believes you anymore. Just give it up and go find something else to do. Delete your account."
I mean, I don't know. That's how I feel about it.
So obviously, like
Obviously, I think that like the effect it had was like good, but you know, I don't know how I feel about the method.
the largest Black Lives Matter account on Facebook had raised like 600.
Oftentimes, we don't get to choose the method. Sometimes it takes imperfect methods to achieve positive results. So, as concerning as the method may be, I think the results, at least this time, were a good thing. And the results are really what we need to focus on.
100K or something like that. It was found out to be just some Australian guy a few years back. And so...
Yeah, exactly. What Saber said, it's like, what's to prevent them from saying, like, we don't want people not from Texas to be talking about... There's people from California that are posting... There's people from other states posting and like about Texas stuff. And like, we don't want them... Like, what's to prevent them from doing that?
Honestly, like, I don't know.
I mean, my defense for all of that would be, well, if California would stop sucking so badly, we wouldn't say anything about it.
Your country is one thing, but going more is not cool. Yeah, but see, what's the consistency there? Like, what's the ideological consistency there? There's none, really.
No, and of course there isn't. And I would dare say that these days, ideological consistency... how can I put this? Actually, there was a really good tweet. If I can find it. I retweeted it onto my page. Yeah. From Okairo. If your principles stop you from defeating your enemies, you must drop your principles. Your principles are for your friends and allies, not enemies. Absolutely bang on accurate. Principles are for use for your friends and allies. For your enemies, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Well, there's no principled stand with enemies that would use your principles against you to destroy you. Principles are for friends and enemies. Or for friends and allies, excuse me. Enemies? No.
Right, and that's the problem I have with it. I'm okay with country, but not with state. But not with state. Well, why?
You're not bothered by it at all. As you can see here, you've got an anti-Trump account called Ron Smith.
I mean, what you could do basically is you could have it so it doesn't say the country unless you opt in, and then you say, okay, I want to tell everybody that this is the country I'm from, so I'm going to opt into a verified. This is the country I've been logging in from.
Yeah, and you can always get around it with a VPN, so there are still ways to game the system. This is not perfect by any means. This is just for the people that didn't want to spend the money on a VPN.
And then the pressure would be to tell these other accounts, well, you know, how do we even know where you're from? Why should I listen to anything you have to say? And then like you kind of look, it's kind of like, you know, when you see account private on Steam, and it's like kind of sus. It's kind of like that, basically.
52.
I believe I keep my account private on Steam. I don't let just anyone add me. Only trusted friends can be friends with me on Steam. So, I don't know, chat, am I sus for that?
3,000 followers, just deletes himself because he's based in Kenya. Because you can just pick a side and you can join a team and decide, yeah, okay, I'm gonna,
what Rana said,
like,
basically.
yeah, I'm for this, post this repeatedly, get 50,000 followers, get hundreds of millions of views, make money.
I have so many friends that keep it private on Steam that I stopped finding it sus. Yeah. I mean, especially if you're a VTuber or you're a streamer. Oh yeah, you're going to keep your Steam profile private there. Because as Kitsunero discovered, when she let the sides down on OPSEC and exposed her Steam account handle, she was deluged with a bunch of friend requests. Saw that coming from a mile away, yeah. And she posted a tweet and it's like, don't add me. To which it's like, I can understand not wanting to be bothered by people, but at the same time, darling, you let the sides down on your OPSEC. This was bound to happen, and you can't control what other people do once that information is out there. The best thing would have been to, if there was a screenshot or something, just make sure that that information is covered up. I mean, I don't know how all of that worked. I think she put out some sort of mod or some sort of item or something that you could download on Steam. Maybe she should have set up an intermediary or something. I don't know. I just know that when you put it out there like that, that sort of thing is going to happen, and it's not really something you have a lot of control over, except to just mass deny all the friend requests you're getting. She put engine wallpapers on the workshop. Okay. So it kind of sounds like no matter what she did, unless it was from an alt account, this was sort of bound to happen anyway. I don't know. And unless you can lock down your Steam profile even further to the point where you don't even accept friend requests, to where nobody can add you. I don't know. I just know that you can't really go out there and just say, oh, everyone, please don't add me. It's like, well, you kind of put yourself out there a little bit, so this was sort of inevitable, and you can't control what other people do. You can only control what you do. And if there's other security measures that you have to put in place, do that first before you put a wallpaper up for download on Steam. That would have been my suggestion. It's a pain in the arse to have to deal with all those friend requests, sure. I wouldn't want to be deluged with any of that. If I saw people adding me en masse on Steam and I don't know them, plain and simple, I'm locking down my account and I'm just mass denying all of them. I don't care who you are. It's like, you might as well not even bother.
Off of this, and let's say you're making a couple of $1,000 a month by constantly posting on Twitter in Kenya. Well, that's pretty good, and that's this.
And this kind of makes sense. A little bit of behind the scenes here is that you basically get paid ad revenue based on engagements, right? And
yes.
What do you think gets the most engagement? Is like if you piss people off on X, right? If you
yes,
piss people off,
bait.
You'll get a lot of people like posting replies to it, right? And like kind of sharing it, retweeting it. Yeah. And so if you're like living in like a country, right, that your methods of income aren't very good, like you can make a lot more money making US dollars, then you're incentivized basically to go in and be a shit kicker, basically. right? You're you're incentivized to throw shit everywhere in order to like get the most amount of money. So there's kind of a dark.
And for some people, like those who live in Kenya, that small amount of ad revenue you get could be a fortune when you factor in exchange rates.
A dark motive, basically.
This is what happened in India, actually. India became a bit of a problem for this because you would get sort of loops and closed networks of verified accounts all replying to each other to game the system to give themselves like $500 a month payouts.
It's just almost like a circular ecosystem of do not redeem, do not redeem, do not redeem. Sir, why you don't redeem?
Now, that's not much to you or I, maybe, in the West. $500 is a very useful amount of money, but it's a lot more in India.
Yes.
Anyway, there were plenty of these. Absolutely plenty. Like, you've got anti-American, anti-Israel one, Marxist stuff from suppressed
account based in North Africa.
News comes from North Africa, connects via the North African App Store. You've got other ones just in India, and you've got right-wing ones, this conscious philosopher from Serbia. Then you've got ones from Turkey.
I mean, Serbia, I guess that's not so bad.
And Norway and wherever. Right, you can see that actually there is a huge number of anonymous people who have quite sizable accounts who are taking part in the discourse. And so this has been a real apocalypse. This has been a proper unveiling of what's actually happening. And you know what? As someone who's, of course, not anonymous on the internet, this has not affected me one bit.
One of the problems, like, there's a cultural issue in which so the internet has kind of created like a space where all sorts of cultures can like kind of mingle, and a lot of the cultures here are kind of, I don't want to say fully incompatible, but there's a high degree of bad actors within those cultures.
They're incompatible enough to where they really just need to be cut off access from the internet because they're ruining it for everyone else.
Take India for an example, right?
Yes.
I'm sure there are
Prime
nice
example.
people that live in Indian villages, like small Indian villages, right? But we have to admit that there is a large amount of people in the country that only have a monetary interest in themselves, a selfish interest in like their own prosperity, to the point that they don't mind.
It's Izzat. It's Izzat all over again. We just looked at the videos. It's Izzat. That's the system that they live by. And it's why they just can't help themselves but scam everybody.
Literally scamming old people out of money.
Yes.
Right? Like, it's a...
And in that system, you are the bad guy for pointing it out, for outing them on the scam. And the old people are the bad guys because they're the ones that were stupid enough to fall for it. Not the actual scam artist.
Meme for a reason. It's a meme that the Indian scammer meme is a meme for a reason, because it keeps happening. And there's a lot of people that are just unscrupulous, like within that culture, and it just doesn't it doesn't it's the word I'm looking for. It's not compatible.
Yeah, we need to have a serious conversation about, do we really want those sorts of people on the internet accessing global communication networks and using said global communication networks to scam people en masse? I don't want them to have access. I want their access to the internet cut off. I think a lot of people, if given the choice, they would say, yeah, pull the plug. Cut them off. And rightfully so. Because they won't stop scamming people. There are so many people saying, no, you can't flip that switch. You can't do that thing. Because it's evil, and it's racist, and it's xenophobic, and bigoted, and sexist, and homophobic, and transphobic, and every other istrophobe they can think of. But what would the effect be of actually flipping that switch? a little less rage bait, far less scams on the internet. This whole place that has become this cesspool might actually become a slightly sweeter, friendlier, better place to be. I think the benefits outweigh being called naughty names. But what do I know?
With Western culture. So when you have systems that generally rely on people being somewhat scrupulous, obviously other countries will take advantage of that, where they have a higher amount of unscrupulous people.
I've really enjoyed watching it. Just everyone.
Yeah, like how cheating online in games is consistent in Chinese culture. Yeah, like almost all the cheaters are like Chinese or Russian, right? Like, why? Right? It's kind
because it's just what they do. It's in their nature. And yet, the Americans want to import over 500,000 Chinese students to attend American universities. What could possibly go wrong? It's not like they'll cheat on exams or term papers or, try to get into prestigious research universities and steal research and funnel it back to competitors in China. I'm sure that has never happened before. Oh, wait.
I was like, oh my God.
China's like the biggest outlier, though. Holy fuck, man. Yeah, there's so many Chinese. There are people and it just has to do with the culture just being different, right?
Clearly, we're like, oh God, I better activate my VPN to make sure that it looks like...
Exactly what Saber said, because cheating isn't the same taboo in the West. Yes, it's a cultural difference, right? And that's what I mean. It's just incompatible.
I'm in America or wherever I'm commenting from. It is genuinely funny. And like I said, as someone who's
and again, like that doesn't mean that there aren't people who are honorable within, these countries. Obviously, there's honorable people in India. Obviously, there's honorable people in China. It's just the percentage of non-honorable people is not ignorable. Does that make sense?
The percentage of non-honorable people far outweigh the honorable.
Sense? Like it is significantly higher.
Yes.
And then when you create a system in which our interactions are global, now we have to deal with people that have we have to deal with places that have a high degree of dishonorable people.
Anonymous.
It basically takes what was once a high trust ecosystem and turns it into a low trust ecosystem.
Like on my one, it's just like posts from the United Kingdom. Oh, what a surprise! Like it's very self-evident because I'm an influencer or whatever they say. So, like for me, this wasn't anything interesting. But man, I was having fun just watching it online. But there was also some interesting things like Hope Not Hate, account based in the United States, connected via the United Kingdom App Store.
Isn't that interesting? Account based in the United States, a UK-based organization, based in the United States but connected via the United Kingdom App Store.
That's interesting, because I do believe...
Really gets the old noggin jogging.
Hope Not Hate is headquartered in Britain. And so it would suggest they're using a VPN. As well as, you get others. This could be Harry Eccles and a British person who just happens to be a radical leftist with an account based in Indonesia.
Indonesia? But connected via the UK Android app. Huh.
Connected via United Kingdom Android app. Right, again, that's interesting. Because what that would imply is that they're using VPNs. Now, that's really interesting because the government is coming for VPNs. Like, they're worried about the...
Hope Not Hate are responsible for doxing Zoomer historian. Shutting them down isn't enough. I agree. Shutting them down isn't enough. All their members need to be jailed. That sort of thing put Zoomer's life in danger. They need to be held to account for that, but unfortunately, the way the UK government is structured and the near complete and total ideological capture by leftists and by globalists, that's not going to happen.
This through the Online Safety Act, and this is something that, again, Nick Lowles seems to be in favour of, or people like Led by Donkeys, who they were like in Botswana or something. Like commenting on it at all.
I don't really like this. I don't really like them making VPNs illegal. I don't think they should be.
Okay, but you are using.
I don't know if I agree. I think VPN should be legal. I mean, all the bad people are going to use them anyway. The good people, the most that they will use them for is to see what's on Netflix in another country. That way they don't have to go out and get yet another streaming membership. I'm okay with that. I'm also okay in terms of network security with VPNs being legal. I mean, you take a horrible risk on any sort of public Wi-Fi by not using a VPN. And, oh, by the way, for those of you in the Twitch chat, we've actually got an affiliate arrangement with NordVPN. You can try it risk-free for 30 days. There's the link in the chat.
Stop taking away our freedom, man.
You are in favor of these things through your revealed preference. And for pure partisan politics, you're going to let these things be taken away by the government. Because when it turns out that the VPNs are circumventing what the Online Safety Act was trying to prevent people from accessing, the government and the Labour government will find no other avenue to go down than to make them illegal. They're not going to have a choice. And so it's very weird how all of these people who are clearly using VPNs have got absolutely nothing to say about that. Purely for team safety. For like, just literally, well, the Labour government's our team, we're the centrist dads, we are in favour of whatever they do, even if we are currently doing what they want to ban.
Mm-hmm.
Because they know they can get away with it. Oh, that's disappointing. Yesterday's Britain a better Britain, account based in France.
Anyway, that aside, you get some really funny things, like yesterday's Britain, a better Britain. Account based in France, connected via France Android app. That is weird.
No, it can't be.
Strongest soldiers.
But one thing to
Yeah, no, I rather like that account, but it's like, no, you can't trust the frogs, damn it.
I wonder about this is how much does it account for all traffic, or is it last known login? Because if it's last known login, like say I went, for instance, say I visited China, would never happen, but say I visit China, right? And then I log in from there and I make a tweet about my Chinese food that I had, right? Would it then flag my account as being from there? Like, even if like I only posted one time there, but it was the last time I posted there, is that what it would show? Right? And that's what I mean. Like, it'd be weird if like you couldn't even post on vacation without it changing your account flagging.
Or in France. And then you have a lot of these ones, which are sort of
Blocked
like,
Europe, based in South Asia.
Mixed race humiliation porn, based in South Asia. Oh, yeah. Is it really? I'm not shocked.
Turns out all of these anti-white porn fetish accounts on X are run by Indians. Imagine my shock.
I'm not shocked whatsoever. And in fact, I mean, this gets weirder and funnier as well. Like, at She Will Be Wet, account based in India. Oh, dear, my friend.
Shocked Pikachu
I mean,
face.
we could already sense it, right? We could already tell. Like, there was some military, Western military account apparently, with a statue profile that's like the top 100 greatest warriors in history, and 16 of them are Indian, and everyone's like,
did any VTubers get hit by this, chat? Anyone know?
No one in the West can name an Indian warrior. Like, they can't name an Indian general. Like, I can, because I'm an autistic.
There's a lot of VTubers that when account based in came online, they started making content out of it. They started showing off where they were based out of. I do not partake in that because, again, public knowledge, especially if you watch my streams, that's another thing. Anyone trying to call me out on that, it's like, well, clearly you don't watch my streams. Because if you had, you would know this. So, again, Not the own, not the gotcha that you think it is. If anything, you just outed yourself as someone who doesn't even bother to watch my content.
History nerd, but most people can't. And even then, I can only name like one, maybe two. So it's weird that this account happens to list 16. It's like, yeah, see you. I know what your game is. But anyway, it turns out that basically all of
The only reason why I'm annoyed about it is because I'm in Europe. I don't feel safe enough for that, but at least I can choose continent over country. Yeah, I suppose for now, anyway. But a lot of countries in Europe, and that's a lot of ground to cover. So, I don't know. I wouldn't worry too much about it. For now, anyway.
the masculine LARPing ones as Kangmin. Sorry, Lee. Kangmin. I can't pronounce foreign names, all right?
Kangmin Lee, man.
Masculine beast. Based in India. Of course he is. Connecting via Indian Android app. Of course he is.
Masculine beast.
Just
based in India. Masculine ego.
Just
Based in
come
India.
on.
The Man Maker. Based in India.
Jason Statham.
And they couldn't even like find an original. They couldn't even be bothered to turn on Grok and have it imagine a masculine man. No, of course they had to rip off the bloke from Cillian Murphy from Peaky Blinders or Jason Statham. Of course they had to do that. That is so lacking in originality.
It's an Indian. It's just some little skinny, fat Indian guy in India. And it's like, you know, the thing is, we shouldn't be terribly surprised, right? Because you crave the things that you lack. And if...
I really want to use slurs, chat. These people just drive me absolutely round the bend. I really want to use slurs, but I know I'll get banned for it, so I won't.
You are not personally feeling particularly masculine in India for some reason, then you would start accounts like this. But man, the one I was
Betty Stanton Reborn. Oh, nice little moustache you got there, Betty. Real classy. Account based in South Asia.
Barry Stanton, based in South Asia.
Oh,
now,
man.
I assume that means Pakistan.
Yeah, probably.
Possibly Bangladesh.
Probably.
But even as Ren points out, even Barry Stanton got great replaced. That is just that's crazy. That's wild. I mean,
What the hell?
Never
Great
allowed-
replacement got Betty Stanton.
Did all these accounts just stop posting?
Mohammed.
Or?
Some of them did not quit posting. I mean, I know Colonel Otaku Gatekeeper's still at it. I finally blocked his ass. I don't want to see his shit on my timeline. At least I think I did. I don't know. I'll go back and check later.
Just anyway. So you got like strange things.
Jackson Hinkle, account based in Burkina Faso, but connected via the US App Store. Yeah, probably using a VPN.
Jackson Hinkle, based in Burkina Faso. No, he's using a VPN, and this is something that tripped up a lot of people, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But you did get a lot of
Mariana
pro-Israel
Times?
accounts from India as well, because the Indians hate the Muslims, and so they support the Israelis to.
Of course.
Wait, is that a thing?
And then on the
I didn't even know about that. Is that actually a thing that India hates like Muslims? Is that real?
Yeah, enemy of my enemy is my friend, or something like that. Everyone. Mm-hmm.
side of the Israel-Palestine divide, you've got, Indians being like, yeah, I support Israel. And then you have, like, some guy in Indonesia being like, yes, actually, I'm from Palestine. A Palestinian, born
you're not,
raised
are
in
you?
Gaza. I tweet about my life under occupation.
I'm fairly certain it doesn't snow in that part of the world. It's a bit too warm for that.
My internet never fails. Yeah, no, you're not. You're in Indonesia.
Oh.
What the hell is happening where I...
What? Huh?
Oh my!
Hell is happening now where I live. Pray for us, Gaza. And bro is in Indonesia. Fuck's sake, man. So many of these Palestine accounts got exposed. Yeah. I saw that it looks like the Homeland Security account of someone got, or the United States got outed as somehow being based out of Israel. So that was also interesting. And the jokes and commentary about Zionism practically writes itself in that regard.
Oh my God, dude, this guy makes his entire account about.
I really don't know about it. It's very easy to fake with the browser extension, so it's sus, yes. Though I think now there are little side notes, little shields with exclamation marks to sort of indicate, oh, yeah, we've detected that this account is using a VPN, so they could be fucking anywhere. My favorite one is the DHS now shows being in the US, but US isn't even capitalized. That's a bit of an insult, isn't it?
Being from Palestine and suffering the wars in Palestine, and he's not even from there.
Live, pray for us, guys. It's like,
man.
And so it's non-stop, and it's not just. A lot of people want to be like, oh, this is all psyops. I mean, some of it will be, obviously.
Some of it, yes.
We'll get onto bits that might well be psyops, but it's more that I think there are people who are just realize that this is a way they can gain attention. I mean, this guy's got 843,000 followers. I'm in Palestine. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, look
this
how
was
many.
A really lucrative grift for some random Indonesian.
Yeah.
Like people are like, oh, what? Elon Musk Trump.
I can only imagine how much ad revenue he has brought in if he's monetized. That is, I can only imagine. Even in Indonesia, that many followers paying attention to that many tweets from him, that could be a lot of money to him, whoever it is. Oh, DHS has a shield now, yeah. Funny how that works. I don't
know what grift means anymore.
Yeah,
the word
term's
grift
lost all
is
meaning, hasn't
meaningless
it?
now. See, I think this is the original meaning of grift, by the way. Like this stuff is the original meaning of grift.
Quite
Elon
so.
Musk Chung is well known for being an Indonesian. He uses his face. He put, whether you like him or not, he at least, that in advance that he is an Indonesian or Malaysian, I think it was. Sorry, I'm not sure which one it was. But this is
Thankful to have never made a Twitter. Yeah, in some ways, I don't really blame you, sure. That's, probably a good thing. I know I sort of have to have a presence on Twitter to, get the name out, get the stream info out there. Nearly at 1,000 follows, chat, so do make sure that you're following me on twitter.com/Lord Rexworth. Or just search at Lord Rexworth when you're on X.
This is the point that people are so angry about, really, and this is why this is so important. Actually, it's more useful to know who you are actually dealing with.
All right, guys, how do I make a new Ask Gemini? Okay, hold on. Generate for me.
Yeah, I didn't have one before. Now I felt like an alien using it for the first time. Yeah, it takes you a while to sort of get your feet wet and figure out how things work. I typically try to post or repost 3 things a day minimum. Kind of a general rule of thumb with that. Most of it is original content, though. I admit that I do retweet and quote tweet a lot of things because my page is, part information on what I'm doing and when I'm going live, but also, oh, this is something I found interesting on X, and sharing it with everyone else. Probably shared a bit too much, but I don't care.
A photorealistic picture of a person, of a beautiful girl from I don't know, what country do we want to grift from? What country do we want to grift from, chat? From Kazakhstan? Okay. All right, guys, hold on.
Pakistan, okay.
I'm making my Kazakhstani grift account right now.
Kazakhstan, okay.
We're doing it, chat.
No, I've known some attractive women from Kazakhstan.
Okay, he gave me a picture of a Kazakhstani woman. I said, no, more cute, more makeup, idol levels of cute, super cute influencer superstar that would get all the guys to click follow. All right, go.
All right,
AI,
let's see it. Let's see it.
I need my profile pic. I need my fake Kazakhstani girl to be hot as fuck. Come on.
We need our female Borat.
Come on, not hot enough. I mean, it's pretty cute. The picture was cute, but I needed like more. You like Kylo Ren, more.
More.
Okay, this isn't enough. I need more. More cute. Downward selfie angle, total e-girl, mewing, circle lenses, cleavage.
Needed a Discord back in my MMO days, and YouTube since like 2010. That's really the only places I exist. Hey, that's fair. I mean, if it works for you, it works for you.
I'm hitting it with everything, guys. I'm hitting it with everything. Okay, give me oh shit, guys. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, guys. All right. I think we've did. I think this is good enough. This isn't like perfect, but I think it's decent.
Speaking of Discord, you'll find a link on lordrexworth.com. That's lordrexworth.com to the Castle Rexworth Discord. So if you feel so inclined, join the Castle Rexworth Discord. We can do a quick copy and paste of this. Twitch, you're going to get this twice, so just bear with it. Feel free to join if you like to keep up with me and the rest of the nobles whenever I'm not streaming.
We just make this our new account, right? This is like our new account, right? We just... That's our new profile pic, right? It's like a...
Damn. A Kazakhstani girl looking fine as fuck.
Imagine it like here. Like that, right?
And the new Mohammed Smiri, everyone.
Just, you know, and then we just grift, basically.
Perfection.
Yeah, we just grift. And we just talk about, like, how much... We talk about, like, how much... we just talk about like random shit about different, like, I don't know what the government is like in Kazakhstan. We just talk about that. Like Kazakhstani culture is like fucked. And it's like, yeah, we just, yeah, boom. AI.
Just as funny the second time.
I only, dude. Yeah, totally.
I take it sure that you watched this live.
Even if it's not their personal name, even if it's not what... Obviously, this guy doesn't actually look like this either. Even if it's not like their name and face, it's still useful to have some identifying information. I mean, even on 4chan, it shows you the little flag next to their name to show you which country that they're posting from. Mm-hmm. And so it's honestly useful that Twitter does this, because you can just go, right, okay... Oh, Ella here. What's she?
Like the implementation I would have liked is basically if they said, you have to say that you're going to display it, and then basically social pressure forces these accounts to actually show it. But then again, I guess they could just VPN it at that point.
Yes, I figured, yeah. I catch a lot of this stuff live before it gets posted onto YouTube, and then I see the video on YouTube, and I click on it, and I get a feeling of deja vu.
From
the kind of mask off moment was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, let me find out. She's posting from...
Why do clankers have to be cute? We wouldn't have them any other way.
From Israel. Of course she's posting from Israel, because she's talking about this Gaza account. But this is the thing. It goes, you know...
Makes sense.
Back and forth, doesn't it? It's everywhere.
Oh, yes. The whole issue with DHS. They got caught. Apparently the account was operating from Israel. And now they're joking about it.
But then something really weird happened, because the Homeland Security account was temporarily revealed to have been created in Israel. Now, that doesn't mean that Homeland Security itself was created in Israel, but you can... right, that was another thing. So that was only up very briefly. I'll show you the evidence in a second. But it was then hidden for government accounts. So for Keir Starmer, for example, you can't see where he's...
More than likely outsourced to a third-party contractor. That's the more simpler explanation, but still, not a good look for the Department of Homeland Security. That's not a good look.
Posting from. For the Department of Homeland Security, you can't see where they're posting from. And they were
dude, can you imagine that? Okay, listen. If you were like a leftist, right? You were like, say you were a turbo woke leftist and you really wanted to get at the right, wouldn't you just make a grift account? Like you just make like a this really, really cute Nazi girl, and then you just have her like say all sorts of vile shit just to get like and be like, wow, look guys, look how bad the right has become. You know?
Sometimes they do exactly that. someone who is claiming openly that they are a Nazi, and it's not like a LARP or something, or they're just doing it to be edgy, like they're claiming to be unironically like that, more than likely you are dealing with someone who is engaging in a psyop. It is either some sort of grift or a psyop.
I mean, like, you just do that shit.
This, frankly.
Yeah.
Tweet now. They were just mocking this, frankly. It's like, well, hang on a second. I mean, this is a bit of a weird thing, because here's the original post. Account based in Tel Aviv, and the date was joined from Israel. So we've got every reason to think, and it's connecting via the Israel App Store as well. So we've got every reason to think that the Israeli government is operating the Department of Homeland Security's social media presence.
I mean,
that's not good. That is not a good look for the United States government. And it only feeds the fire of people claiming the existence of Zog. It's like, I would love to help these people, but they've got to help themselves. It's like the very people that they kvetch and moan about, saying all sorts of nasty, naughty things about them on the internet, and then they go and do this shit. And it's not doing them any favors. If anything, it's making the problem worse. It's like, really, people? You can do better. We know you can do better. Please try and do better.
It could be that the person who manages it was like in Israel at the time. I don't know if
that is possible.
Again, like, I don't know the
Still
scope.
Not a good look.
I don't know the
People
scope.
are pointing out that the Department of Homeland Security has been rather radical and right wing of late. Like, I mean, end the invasion. Don't get me wrong. It's not that I disagree with the message.
Yeah, no, we welcome this message. It's refreshing.
It's that I don't like the messenger. Why is it that Israel appears to have control of the Department of Homeland Security's social media accounts?
It is kind of...
it is. It really gets the old noggin jogging. Really gets the old noggin jogging. The sort of thing that make you go, It's like, of all the people that they could outsource to, they outsource here. And also, what the fuck are they doing outsourcing when you've got an administration that campaigned on reshoring American jobs? It would seem to me that change starts at home, and we could start with, I don't know, the United States Department of Homeland Security and have American contractors manage this particular account. This one is fake because it shows a city, but the video recording one doesn't. Interesting.
Weird though.
This is going to be read by millions of people.
It's like, you know what it is?
It's
not definitive proof, but it's another data point. You know what I mean? It's like another little scuff that we can like kind of look at and be like, right? But it's not like definitive.
I mean, look at this one. But they say, I can't believe we have to say this, but this account has only ever been run and operated from the United States. Screenshots are easy to forge, etc., etc. Yeah, but it doesn't appear to be it doesn't appear that that's been the case because lots of people saw it all at once. I mean, there is video of people here, like going to it. I don't know how big I can make it with it.
Account based in Israel.
They're the ones doing it in the browser.
Connected by Israel Android app.
Forged. Well, it doesn't appear to have been. Again, I'll go back and just play that quickly. So you can see them clicking around. This appears to be their Twitter account based in Israel.
Oh, they made it a video too, so there's no way.
I think so. The screenshot is not false, unless the whole video is now faked, which maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really very good at any of that sort of stuff. But it's a real question. And what I like is this lifting of the veil. It is better to have actual true knowledge about the things that are happening. And as you can see, government accounts are now exempt from the location feature. Of course they are. Of course they fucking are.
Yes, of course.
But what
20 minutes later, X deactivated the feature, and then 24 hours later, government accounts exempt from the location feature. Of course, they're gonna have carve-outs for themselves.
Like I said, I really like to see the lifting of the veil. It is important to know what we are actually dealing with. The more real information that we have, the better. And so that brings me on to Inevitable West.
Oh man.
Okay. Based in the United Kingdom. Could be worse.
Account based in United Kingdom, connected via United Kingdom App Store. There are a lot of Indians in Britain, you know, Inevitable. Watching you.
Fuck's sake.
That was a good ending to the video.
All right.
All right.
Well done.
I'll link you guys the video. Yeah, it's been quite wild. Like, we kind of went over it earlier. It's been quite wild. The whole thing with a lot of accounts being found out. You know, a lot of grifters getting caught. Actual grifters, not like internet. Dude, they've made it so nothing means anything, dude. These idiots on X, like grifter means nothing, Nazi means nothing, fascist means nothing, racist means nothing.
Nothing means anything anymore.
How do you fuck up that bad?
Interesting. Okay. We'll give that a like. Posting link to the video in chat. Everybody else go give that a like, please. Let's support my Oshi.